What up, my beautiful tubers? Thank you so much for clicking on today's episode about the finals, the new FPS arena shooter game that has been blessed us. And today's episode, we're going over the heavy recoil patterns, the TTKs, the bullets to kill, damage per second, all of that. This game is fast-paced, and sometimes we don't know exactly how much damage we are doing per each round, and specifically the recoil patterns too, and how we can control them. And we're going to be going over that exactly everything in this video. My name's Sincere, and let's kick the start off. So before we get started, I want to thank all the old and new subscribers that I've been seeing come into the channel. I deeply appreciate it. And if anyone new finds this video all informative, you know what to smash, you know what to click. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you want to reach the finals. So let's get into the M60. The M60 is the gun that should be your all-around choice if you're looking for a decent all-around gun for heavy builds. The gun has great stats across the board. The only falls behind the reload speed of the Lewis gun. However, it has a very large magazine side, which easily compensates for the slow reload speed. It also unlocked from the start of the game, which means you don't have to spend any credits to purchase it. So not a bad option for sure. And as you notice, I may have some stats up here. Damage per second is 230. 0 out of 100, we got damage 30, fire rate 40, the range 40, and the accuracy 30. So what does this really mean? I don't know. Let's go out into the field and test it. So let's start off with the recoil pattern. The recoil pattern is definitely the most hardest one to get under control and to learn most off of my part. It's definitely difficult because of the zigzag pattern. It might go straight up to begin with the first few rounds, but after once you get in the middle of the magazine, it starts to do the zigzag pattern and it doesn't stop. So let's go a little bit more deep dive and slow this bitch down a little bit more. So as you can see, we're going straight up vertical with our recoil pattern. It's going to zigzag right, left, and then right again. And then it's got that long right, and it's going to go back up left for the zigzag pattern. So let's take a look again, slow it down. We're going to be going up, slightly up to the left. We're going to zigzag right, zigzag left. And it's going to zigzag right again, going further back, and then zigzag left, ending the magazine off. So, and this is what it's going to look like when we try to control that recoil. It's definitely easy. It can be done real easy, real manageable. We're going to try it again here. This is me controlling the recoil pattern of the M60, and look at that. We definitely tightened that hitbox a lot more, and it looks a lot better, guys. So that's all this gun's going to take is just a lot of practice, okay, guys? And this is what the pattern looks like again without the recoil. So let's get in there and let's practice. And here we go again. Practice. And that hitbox will get smaller. So in my extensive research, I found out that the legs, arms, and chest all do the same amount of damage. For the sake of editing, we're just going to do with body shots and chest shots. So with the body shots, you get a TTK of 0.74 seconds, and with the headshots, you get a TTK of 0.42 seconds. So I just wanted to show you that I actually did that. And so for the body shots, you actually get TTK of 1.70, and that's 17 bullets to kill with the LMG for a heavy. And with headshots, it's 12 bullets to kill with a TTK of 1.17. So pretty good right there. And this is what it looks like when it's full auto, full speed. Moving on to the medium. This is going to be a 12 bullets to kill with a TTK of 1.17. So pretty good right there. Just doing the, and then for the headshots, we're gonna do 8 bullets to kill with 0.74 seconds to kill. So that's a pretty good one right there. This thing does shred, it dominates, and here's what it looks like full speed. And so yeah, look at I'm able to take out this light super quick. This is what it looks like in gunfights and some scenarios. Slow it down a little bit more. This light came out of nowhere, and I was just able to easily shred him. And he put a lot of damage on me as well. He was almost taking me out, leaving me pretty much at 25% health. I found a medium, not even looking at me. I just melt this guy. He was looking the wrong way, and as you can see, the M60 just absolutely melts guys. So pretty good when it comes across mediums. And here I found a couple heavies trying to push me, so I put a little defense up, and they're trying to get the cash out. This guy's swinging at me and just missing all his shots, and I'm able to empty out a whole clip on him and take him out of the game with the elimination. And just let's slow it down a little bit right here and actually look at how many bullets you actually have to hit in order to take out a heavy. And it's quite a few. He was really close, so I didn't have to ADS. He was just eating those like little cheeseburgers, that big old heavy guy. And I love the M60. Definitely one of my favorite guns to use as a heavy. When I was making this video, I found out the strengths and weaknesses of each gun. And this one has a lot of strengths, really good, especially when you have the right gadgets. Up next is the Lewis gun. The Lewis gun is a light machine gun featuring an impressive fire rate. This gun has a high ceiling skill that isn't liked by many players because of the high recoil, but can be a great weapon once you learn to control it properly. It can wipe out enemies in seconds, and it has a high damage that's great for destroying shields and goo shields as well. You can also choose a single fire rate that helps the gun with long distance as well. So let's check it out. It has a damage per second of 200. It also has damage rate of 30, has a fire rate of 40, a range of 40, and an accuracy of 40. So apparently it's a lot easier to control than we think, or at least than what a lot of people are saying on the boards. And I like this gun. It just doesn't feel right to me when I'm playing as a heavy. Let's check out the recoil pattern now, because I think that's really important. And honestly, after doing a lot of testing, I learned to find out that it does actually have an easier recoil pattern than the M60. Obviously, just look at it. Look how easy it is to control. It goes straight up and it zigzags towards the end. That's easy as heck if you ask me. Let's slow it down a little bit more. Go straight up, and at the very end of the magazine it starts to do a little zigzag tail at the very end. And if you learn the zigzag, you can actually have no recoil at all. So let's actually learn the zigzag. We're going straight up, we're going off to the left, and then off to the right, and then off to the left again. So it's a pretty straightforward zigzag if you ask me, especially when it comes going straight up and down. The first pattern of recoil control is going straight up. The second one's going zigzagging to the right. Third one's zigzagging to the left. And then the fourth one's zigzagging to the right again at the end of the magazine. And honestly, I like it. We're going to do a little bit of recoil control right here, and this is what it's looking like. Yeah, we can definitely control going straight up, but the left to right is a little bit of a struggle. So let's see what it looks like again once we do it here again. And there we go. That's what I like to see. We're going to smaller that hitbox. That's a lot better. I like that pattern more. All right, so with the light body shots, it takes 6 bullets to kill when you're coming across a light player. And that's going to give you a TTK of 0.59. Pretty good. When you come across the headshots, it's going to be 4 bullets to kill, and that's going to give you a 0.36 TTK. And man, that's honestly deleting these little players. These light players, if you ask me. That's a full auto right there. So we got heavy. The heavy body shots take 14 bullets to kill with the heavy, and it's going to give you a 1.55 time to kill. And here with the medium, it's going to give you 10 bullets to kill, and it's going to give you a 1.07 TTK. And I think I messed up and didn't do the headshots on the heavy, but here's the headshots on the medium, and that's going to be a 7 bullets TK with it's going to give you a 0.71 TTK. Pretty good, dominating. And overall, after learning the recoil pattern, it's super easy to learn and use, and especially when in this fast-paced arena shooter game, you know, you could do some damage here. I was reloading, fast reload, no problem. I wanted my enemy to waste his bullets. He ran out of bullets, and so I was able to rechow him. Let's slow that interaction down again. So right there, I'm already halfway through my clip. I spray all my clip. The fast fire rate goes out quick. Reload, fast reload rate. I want my opponent to lose his weapon, his bullets, so I do a little dip and come back up as he reloads, and I finish the kill. Super easy for the light player. Come across the medium, and with that fast fire rate, dominate that medium build easily. Check this out. Ratata, ratata, la 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 ratata. See ya. Bye bye. Come across this medium. Oh, what's up? The heavy wants one too? Alright, yeah, I thought I can get it. I couldn't get two of them. That would have been sick though. But overall, this gun is good. It has its ups and downs. It really depends on your play style and what you like to use. If you like to spray and pray, this isn't going to be the gun. You need to be a little bit more accurate with it. But it can get the job done. As you see me dominating here. Cashing out with $17,000. Next is the SA-12, baby. Oh yeah, the SA-1216 is probably the best gun for heavy builds. This semi-automatic shotgun fires pellets at a high fire rate that can be extremely lethal at close range. Since most of the fights in the finals are at close range anyway, you can easily make up the space to get to your opponents with the fast main movement in the game. Having a shotgun with you seems like one of the best options if you can learn how to figure out the recoil pattern. And it's got a 242.67 damage per second, 0 out of 100. It's got 70 for damage, fire rate's 40, the range is 20, and the accuracy is 30. So pretty good, pretty good if you ask me, and definitely a fun gun to use once you learn how to control the easy recoil pattern. Once you learn how to move around as being a heavy and being quick on your feet, because I think that's one important thing when you use this gun and when you're a heavy. I had some technical issues, and I'm going to be doing the audio over some of the parts, and like I was saying, some of the drawbacks of being heavy is the movement. It is quite slow, so you're gonna have to make up for it by being able to eliminate players with a fast TTK. The recoil on this gun is super easy to manage, real easy. 2 shots up, 1 shot to the left, and as we slow it down, you'll see it again. Those 2 shots bucket the gun up, and it bucks the gun to the left, and then once you reload, it recenters to your ADS, and it reloads 3 more rounds in 2 shots up, 1 to the left. It has a consistent pellet spread when you're ADS and also when you're not ADS. So that's very good. You don't have to ADS when you're using this weapon. So that means you could use mobility a lot more and just kind of turn your gun and shoot towards your enemy. As far as turning, taking your time to ADS and start shooting. And when you do start shooting, it takes 2 shots to kill a light, giving you a 0.25 TTK. It's going to take you 3 shots to take out a heavy, giving you a 0.75 TTK. These shots pretty much, at distance, the way these gunfights work, it pretty much is going to hit the chest and the head, depending on if you shoot them right in the chest, get a nice hitbox. For a medium, it's going to take 3 shots to kill. It's going to give you a 0.5 TTK. Like what I was saying, as long as you hit that chest shot, it's going to give you head damage and body damage, and it's going to give you a more consistent TTK. And just like I was referring to as the movement, if you're not moving around, a light player can definitely get behind you so quick, and it's going to take you forever if you don't have your controller settings set properly to get center back on that thing. I was able to take out this medium super easily and just rush this guy, and he had no idea, and able to just delete him in a matter of seconds. And let's go ahead and slow that down real quick. Check this out. Oh my god, 3 shots, I'm reloaded, and I'm taking the cash out. Super OP. When you have the right gadgets, you gotta have the right gadgets when you're using a heavy. The right gadgets pair with the right guns, in my opinion, and the right teammates pair with the right heavy also. Moving straight along into the Flamethrower, we got some more stats on the board here. Damage per second is 84, damage in general is 40, fire rate is 70, which sounds like a lot, but it's not. Range is 8, which is terrible. Accuracy is 60. And although the Flamethrower looks visually amazing, it doesn't really cause any significant damage. It needs just a minor weapon balance, in my opinion, to become a meta weapon. Most players in this game tend to go for ladder classes, which makes it very easy for them to escape the slow fire rate and the small range that the Flamethrower has. Although it might not have the greatest damage, it can still serve you well if you manage to find a team of players who are sticking close to each other and can be lit up from this splash damage fire that this weapon disperses. And to cause damage to your opponent, you have to be inside 7 meters. Anything outside of 7 meters won't do any damage, and you're just going to be chasing your opponents down to get inside that 7-meter range. And once you're inside this 7-meter range, you can definitely cause some chaos here. Causing chaos to the light bodies shots and headshots going to give you a 1.43 TTK to the light body and the light headshot. It's kind of like a splash damage, so you can't really get a headshot off or a body shot. You just get that splash damage all around. And for the heavy body shot headshots, it's going to give you a TTK of 3.71. Moving on to the mediums, it's going to give you a body shot / headshot and give you a TTK of 2.57, which is not too bad. Cool thing about this weapon is if there's any gas or any smoke, it automatically gets rid of it right away, and you can continue to cause damage on your opponents. As you can see here, the slow TTKs having to get that medium player around, but just overall in general, it can be a fun gun. It's just depending on what game mode you're playing and how seriously you're taking the game. Moving on to the next weapon, though, for sure, is the MGL32, and we got some more stats on the board. We have a damage per second of 120, damage in general is 50, fire rate 20, range is 40, accuracy is 20, and we're going to go talk about more about that range in general in a minute. And yeah, the MGL2 is a grenade launcher that can destroy players and as well as the environment within the game. This is an incredibly fun weapon to use and can cause a lot of damage. The only problem with this weapon is that the grenades it fires are very slow and explode a few milliseconds after they have landed, which can make it a little bit easy to dodge. Nonetheless, it is still a great choice to cause chaos and inflict a lot of damage on teams that stick together. And what do I mean by exploding milliseconds after they explode? You've seen it all before. I'm pretty sure you've been hit with this thing. It takes one bounce, and on the second bounce, they explode. And on that explosion, it gives you a splash damage. And you have to be 3 meters inside of that splash damage to take effect. For a direct hit for a heavy, it's going to be 5 bullets to kill, and it's going to give you a TTK of 2.29. Same thing with the splash damage. I found out through this research, it's going to give you the same TTK of a 2.29 and still take 5 bullets to kill. But it's different with the littles. The light, it's got 2 direct hits to kill. It's going to give you a TTK of 0.57, and with the splash damage it should give you the same TTK. I just didn't get a direct splash damage because they were a little bit on top of that wall right there. For a medium, it's going to take 4 bullets to hit to give you a TTK of 1.72. Sorry, having more visual trouble. And with the medium splash damage, it's going to take 6 bullets to kill, giving you a 1.81 TTK. So pretty consistent there with the splash damage. And also, if you want a direct hit, or if you want that grenade to explode directly on impact, you're going to have to be 60 meters or further for it to do so. As long as you're 60 meters or further, that thing is going to explode directly on impact. So it definitely gives you good close range. Anything inside of 60 meters, though, is going to take a double bounce for it to explode, or at least at 1 bounce. And you have absolutely fun with this gun. That's what it's designed for. Just go in there, destroy teams, destroy walls, destroy barriers. I was able to destroy the rooftop right there, and it really depends on what gadgets you're using too. That's one thing that it makes its own video for, especially with as much knowledge and much work goes into finding out the recoil patterns and how much damage they do. The gadgets definitely help. As far as the sledgehammer goes and the M60, it can get old, so I just wanted to make sure you could see what these weapons do before you spend a bunch of credits. Here you can see I put a goo grading up so that Small couldn't push me, and I just deleted him with the grenade launcher. Here I ran out of grenades, but I just elbowed this dude right in his little face, and just having fun with it. I see a guy trying to go for the cash out. I just dominate him with that splash damage. I don't even see him, but I just know I'm getting him, and just utilizing it to its full potential. And keeping the high ground, I think, is key too. You never want to be in the same room as a cash out. You always want to be above or below it, preferably above it. And there you go. I was behind 60 meters, nothing directly impacted. And just having a bunch of fun, guys. I just really want you to check it out, have fun. Are great, just so much fun with this game, and I want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart. I hope you guys have a great day, a great year, and a great month. My name's Sincere, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for clicking on it. Peace out.